We begin here tonight on Voices with an in-depth look at grocery prices. The average family spends about 11% of their total money on food. For lower income folks, it's an even higher percentage. And we've seen prices go up along with about everything else due to inflation that followed the pandemic. Well, tonight we have new insight into prices specifically here in our region and perhaps some good news from a local expert who thinks that we're going to see some cost savings at the grocery store in the months to come. Now, let's start here with how prices have changed. This is from a company called Datassembly. It goes back a little more than 4 years to October of 2019, just before the pandemic, nearly 5 years. That is where our baseline is. Now, importantly, this is looking only at prices in the Buffalo, Rochester metro areas. Each line is a different category. You have frozen foods, alcohol, cheese, produce, meat, and also dairy up there. And then you have a category called grocery. It kind of covers everything else. Now you can see here, we really started to see prices go up about this time in 2021. It was early in the summer there. And then look at prices over the past year. They're nearly flat. Some categories, if you look toward the end of the map here, some of them are actually going down. Overall, though, of course, we are paying more. Meat was up the most early on in all of this, but over the long term, we've seen that biggest cost increase in the generic grocery category. Things like snacks, beans, pasta, crackers, you get the idea. Items in that generic grocery category, specifically in Buffalo and Rochester, are 35% more expensive than our baseline back in October of 2019. So how do we compare with everybody else? Well, the average inflation rate for this category among all of the metro areas in the country, 33%. Again, Buffalo was 35%, so a little bit higher. Areas in red are above that average. Those in blue, a little bit cheaper than the average. It's interesting, though, Western New York is actually a little below the rest of the country when it comes to the cost of frozen foods, produce, and meats. The big question I know you have, what's ahead at the grocery store? Of course, no one knows for sure. Russia invading Ukraine caused prices to spike. We never know what could happen on the other side of the world or here at home. But one expert believes major food processors and retailers are trying to return to growth after not so great results in the last quarter. So he predicts we're going to see some deals on food as we're now entering the autumn season. That expert is Jack Ampuja. He's president of Supply Chain Optimizers, retired from Niagara University, where he had several roles, including longtime executive director of the Center for Supply Chain Excellence. And Jack joins us now live. It is always great to have you on the show, Jack. And let me start with what do you look at most in terms of how prices have changed, as I showed folks there, from 2019 until now as we've dealt with this inflation?
So what I tend to focus on is the underlying reasons for those increases. And you've already touched on a number of the causes, Michael, but the big categories, the ingredient category that has really taken a hit has been fats and oils, so like butter and margarine, vegetable oils, sugar and sweeteners, and then lastly, cereals and grains and bakery products. So those are a lot of the categories that you're seeing. And once the underlying raw materials go up, the manufacturer and also the retailer have almost no choice but to raise prices because they're being burdened at the other end. And they've gone up very significantly, as you pointed out. What I will say is that overall, we're seeing a softening of pricing. Traditionally, food prices in this country have gone up around 2.5% a year, long haul. And we certainly haven't seen anything like that in about 3 years. But the good news is that we're targeting just around that category, around 2% for 2024.
And Jack, I did get a statement earlier today from Tops, basically, defending the prices and saying that that company, like others, trying to help folks save at the supermarket, pointing out they have value-added programs like the Tops Gas Points, Young at Heart Day for shoppers 60 of age and older, and Tops saying they strive to save families while they're shopping at the grocery store. Give us a little more insight into why it is that you think we have hit the peak in terms of price hikes for groceries. I mean, it sounds like you're pretty optimistic that folks aren't going to see the kind of sticker shock that we've seen in the past.
No, I think we're seeing the impact of consumers voting with their feet and with their wallets. So some of the companies, some of the large processors who are starting to feel the effect of consumers cutting back on their products. Nestle, the largest food processor in the world, changed CEOs within the last 30 days. And I think it was because they weren't getting enough growth. Smuckers, PepsiCo, Kraft Heinz, those are all companies on the manufacturing side. And then on the retail side, a company as big as Starbucks into its fourth chief executive officer in 2 years. The growth engine for all these companies is increased income, increased revenue. As long as I'm getting growth, I can work on pricing later. I can work on profitability later. But when I start to see growth decline, that's a dangerous signal. PepsiCo comes immediately to mind. The last report I saw, second quarter, their revenue in the U.S. was down 4%, which is a huge, huge reduction. And they have reacted accordingly. And so all of these companies need to get consumers back into the store and buying their products. So hence, you're going to start to see deals. There are deals out there right now that we can talk about in some detail.
Yeah. Finally, let me ask you then, do you think, as we look forward here, people often talk about, we have inflation. It seems to always be going up, but sometimes you do get these instances in which prices actually come down. Are you saying that we're going to have just not as bad of inflation, or that we could actually see some price decreases over the next few months?
So that is a two-edged sword, if you will. Commodities, things like meat, eggs, dairy, those are commodities. I see bananas in there, potatoes. Commodities tend to go up and down, so you will see some decrease in commodities as long as the pricing, as long as the supply is good. Processed foods are entirely different because the raw material portion is relatively small in the total price structure. But what will happen is that these big companies that I've named, once they get pricing up, they don't like to reduce the pricing because it lets them do different things. Same with the retailers, but what they'll do is they'll offer bargains. I'm beginning to see, for example, things like Pepsi-Cola comes to mind immediately. Buy two, get four free. Frito-Lay, the big snacks and potato chip business, which is part of Pepsi, same way. Buy two, get two free, or buy 8 of these and you get a discount on something else. So those are the kinds of deals that are coming down the pipeline. It may not help an individual shopper. If I'm shopping as a single buyer, I may not want to buy 7 of something, but if it's a family, believe me, they will find those bargains and they'll search them out. So those deals are out there right now. You're going to see all kinds of things, buy one, get one, buy 3, get 2 free. If you look at the circulars, and I look at them very closely, those kinds of bargains are out there right now.
And that brings down overall prices, no doubt. Jack Ampuja, President and CEO of Supply Chain Optimizers. Great to have this conversation with you. This is so important to everybody watching. Thank you, Jack.
Always good to be with you, Michael. Thank you.
All right.